Hi guys, this is me, Gloria. I didn't want to meet Edo again. And I'm so excited at this time because the investigation is wrapping up, the truth is out. People will see the reason why, certain family members of mine decided to outcast me. They've been working on me since I was a child. And a lot of people know this. Like people that, close to me once, I brought people into my life and they tried to derail me. I had my brother come and stay with me, live with me in Brooklyn, and he tried to ruin everything for me. But I was naive enough to move out of town with him. He had to leave Brooklyn. He would never tell people the reason why he had to flee from Brooklyn, but he want people to think that I'm a person that gotta flee places. No, I leave because I want to. I leave because I don't want to deal with things that I don't have to deal with. Like some people wanted to push their selves on me with their drama. Like I don't have to deal with that. So I leave. I leave because I don't need them. They need me. I never needed them. And I try to be supportive to people that never wanted to support me. People will see the story. Like you will. There's evidence. Like they broke a lot of rules. They committed a lot of crimes. Screw the rules. They committed a lot of crimes. There's things on paper. They stole checks, cash checks in my name, all type of things. They thought they had me trapped in an apartment building, which was a fake business that they created. And the business, they created the business to trap people, especially me. And I was in that building for like 5 years. Like they thought I wouldn't have a way out. But, God is great. God favors me. So, I'm able to think on my feet. I'm able to do things that they wouldn't think. They would be like, oh, you do too much. No, you don't do enough. Like these are people that don't do anything. They want to just rely on sleeping with people. They do stuff that they're ashamed of. And I would rather clean toilets. I would rather be a delivery person. I would rather do anything that's legal because I could look at myself in the mirror. But like I said, the truth is out. Like you're gonna see how a coven of men decided that they wanted to play, games with me and involve all kinds of, people involved, lie to them. These are people that don't want to beef with me to my face, but they have people behind the scenes that they lied to and paid to harass, bully, block. And it's not just men, it's also females that I knew back in the days that I used to be cool with, and I'm not cool with them anymore. Like sometimes life goes on. You don't have to be friends with people that you were friends with in the past. Like if you're not, like sometimes you just roll on, like you move on, you evolve. Like they didn't want me to evolve. I brought them in. I didn't know that the people were going to be one to compete with me behind the scenes. But like I said, these memoirs right here, people are going to appreciate it because a lot of people go through this every day and they never realize who's behind the scenes ruining them. It just you don't know who it could be. But now you're going to see clearly who these people are. They're people that you know, but they're too cowardly. So, like they want you to believe that they love you. They don't love you. They hate you. They hate the way that you could do things with ease, and they want to block it. They told so many lies, so many different versions and stories like, oh yeah, she's there, she does this. And it's like, where? How come you only say these things when I'm not around? Like people don't even get that in their mind. Like they believe everything that's being told to them. And it's like, man, I mean, this is the best times of my life. With them not in my life since 2020, I've had ease. Like like they still was behind the scenes, like really, like they built a lot off of me. But everything that they built is crumbled. Everything they wanted for me has returned back to them. Every single thing that they wanted to go down for me is going down for them. And it's going to affect their children, their grandchildren, and everybody that knew what they were doing and didn't say anything, because it's just what it is. Like, you cannot do things like that to people and think that, thinking that you're above the law, like, because of your high status or whatever, or the fact that you could sleep with people with high status. Like I said, some of the people that I knew, like my one sibling, he used to, be so promiscuous, and I'm like, yo, not knowing that he was a prostitute the whole time, but he was trying to make it seem like I don't even date nobody. I couldn't even successfully date people because they were always influencing people that I dated behind the scenes. Every time I leave a place, they would go behind me and destroy whatever I was doing. They would go behind the scenes and undo everything I do. I would get a job. They would go behind the scenes because they were tracking my movement. They were hacking my phones and everything. They knew everything I was doing. They would let me get the job, and then they would go behind the scenes and make me lose a job or create a toxic environment for me at the job or any place. I was in training. They recently, like 2 weeks ago even, the same thing. They had a man and a woman that I was, a little cool with. That's all they want. Somebody that I speak to or whatever, they want to use that. Anybody that I speak to try to antagonize me. And I just laugh because it's like, I don't even want to deal with it. Like, I get disgusted by people. Like, they don't want me to level up. They want me to be at a position where they could buy people. I want to level up to a position where people cannot be bought. Like, people have their own creativity. They depend on themselves. They don't need somebody to copy. Like, these people are a bunch of losers. They copy everything I do. Then they want to outdo me on what I do. It's like, you don't even have the innovation to come up with stuff. But when you see me doing things, you want to do it. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind inspiring people. Like, I want to inspire, but I don't want to inspire them. I want nothing to do with the past. All those people that talked about me, that plotted against me, I don't want nothing to do with them. I want to inspire people that want to move forward. People that I don't even mind. I want to inspire people for free. That's what I've been doing. But I just don't want these people to be biting off of me. They don't even have the brain capacity to do things. They see you doing something, they want to do it exactly like that, but then destroy your reputation and everything so people won't know that they're copying you. Like a bunch of losers. Like, I'm just so over them. Like, you guys are like, just get ready to celebrate for me, because it's like, I just wanted people to realize that everything that you heard about me that was negative was all about them. Everything that they were doing, they were saying I did. And a lot of people could really relate to this. People like Empress Bella, people like Chiron, people like Tierra Tarot, like all these people could relate to it, because it's certain people that they do this to. They don't just do this to people that, like don't have anything, that compete just like them. They need somebody, they compete with each other, but they need somebody to compete with, to make a scapegoat out of all the time. And it's so sickening. Like, the fact that nobody, like, people just make it normal, like, for people to just scapegoat people and, use them as insurance policy and be like, oh, shoot, I don't fuck with her no way, type of thing. But like I said, be prepared, because there's a lot of video evidence of these people. They thought that they could buy off the people that's investigating it. No, the top dogs is involved. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a wrap for these people. Like, people are going to realize, and all the other people that they were doing stuff to will be able to, get justice too. Thank y'all. Have a great day.